Alright, we're doing a heat evaporator core on a 2013 Ford F-150. This one we have to pull the dash to get to it. Alright, before you disconnect your battery, make sure you move your seats all the way back if they're electronic seats. That way you have room to get the dash out. So I've already evacuated my refrigerant from the system. I'm gonna disconnect my battery. As you start pulling all your panels off, get to your pillar panel, pull this one out. This one has a speaker, a little speaker in it. You gotta make sure and disconnect it. Alright, so you take your steering wheel coupler bolt, and you can just kind of walk it back real slowly. Until you're free. Okay. And then just make sure you put your steering wheel back right there. And don't let the steering wheel turn while you're doing this. Couple bolts in this area. Let's see if I can see them. There's one there. On the other side over there. I'm gonna try and do it without messing up the hood, or else that I can't get off. So I disconnected all of our connectors under here. They're attached to the dash. Hood prop. Parking brake cable. Disconnect all the connectors over here that are attached to the dash. And then the ones in here that connect to the box to the dash. And your radio lines. Disconnect those. So this part, it's kind of hard to see the bolts down in there. I'm actually using the windshield as a mirror. Just stick it down in there. Alright, I got this one on a lot easier. It actually works better without the wobble. Alright, I got all the bolts removed except for one. I took these off here. Turns out there's a hidden bolt right back there. Inch extension, I got a wobble on it though. Does with a good magnet. I got all my bolts out on both sides, except for one on each side. That's movable. Now I just need a helper to help me move it. So I started to pull the dash, and I've left one thing attached. It's this wire right here, and it runs under the air duct. Through there. So it wasn't giving me enough room to pull the dash back. So I had to remove the seat, the passenger seat, and slide it back. And I had to remove the center seat up. I didn't really have to take the bolts off of this metal plate. But this is the wire that runs underneath here. There's a tab right here that you have to take loose. can get enough slack out of it. Alright, so I also took this little tab loose right here underneath the passenger seat. I need a little more clearance. This right here. Alright, I got it loose. There's one little pin right here. It's through here, right behind here. I just used a little wedge. Stick in here so I can get up in there. And I can get it out. Alright, so I pulled the steering wheel cover off so I could remove the shift linkage that was right here. Because the shift linkage kept getting caught when I was trying to pull it. So I removed the shift linkage and just kind of put it down here. I went ahead and took the middle seat out also, so I had to have room to put the dash here. Alright, so I got the dash pulled with my shifter cable that kept getting stuck. And the other wire right there that I had to loom out. Okay, now I need to pull the HVAC box. So I just have the dash itself. I'll remove those two bolts, that one bolt. Looks like there's one here. I got the lines loose. Hoses off. Comes right through. And that hole right there. And you can just wiggle your thing out. It was getting really stuck right here up against the firewall. It was really sticky, like it was glued or something, or it had just been there forever. Alright, so you get to this point and you take all your screws out that you can get to, and then it still won't come apart. So there's all of these little melted rivets. You actually have to get a drill and drill out these plastic rivets so you can separate the box. Looks like there's 12 all the way around to get this thing open. Alright, so you have to drill through your little hole, and then you get a blade. You can just kind of stick it in here and work it along. You gotta do that on all of them. Alright, so when you're cutting these like this, be careful, because I just went like this with my arm over here. And when I got past it, I split my arm. So, be careful when you're cutting these rivets off. Alright, you get your box open after you get through all the plastic rivets. Day 2, you get to your evaporator core. Definitely leaking. Oh yeah. put your new seals on your new evaporator and transfer over your expansion block. And then you put it back in your housing and put it all back together. Alright, we got it all put back together on this 2013 F-150 5-liter evaporator core. Got air conditioner on. Yep, blowing cold. Looks good.